welcome to another Kids STEAM Crafternoon with the Alexander Hamilton Library. My name is Miss Afton, and today our cool STEAM challenge is all about magic pencils. Now, you're not really going to make a magic pencil, but what you are going to do is you're going to use balance to make it look like you can magically make a pencil stand in the air. So to do that, you're going to get some supplies in your STEAM kit, or you're welcome to find these at home, right? You'll need a popsicle stick or your finger, but a popsicle stick is much easier. You'll need a pencil, pipe cleaners, clothespins, and what we're going to do is we're going to find the balance to make a pencil stand up. So my suggestion with this activity is to take an unsharpened pencil and just see how easy it is to make it stand up. You can do it on a tabletop, you can do it on a popsicle stick like this one, but see if it's easy or hard to make it stand on its own. And then we're going to add some more stuff to it to make it even more difficult. You can also do this with a sharpened pencil. But the science behind our magic balancing pencil today is, like I said, levers. So levers they are a simple machine, right? And how a lever works is it's basically a big stick. Right, so let's think if you're using a stick and you want to lift something really heavy, you put one end of the lever under that heavy thing. When you push on the other side, it pushes up the end to help you lift that heavy thing. We're going to be doing the same thing today, but we're going to be using a long lever and a fulcrum. Now, you may not have heard of a lever or a fulcrum before, but I bet you've heard of a seesaw. A seesaw is just the way that a fulcrum and levers work together. So we're going to actually be taking those levers and we're going to be finding where they balance over a middle point. So our fulcrum is going to be that point in the middle, and they have to find the balance by changing the position of their weights until they stop. Right, let's get started. Okay, so like I said in the intro, we're going to be using some really basic supplies, and you may actually recognize this from my introduction. I took my magic pencil apparatus apart, and I wanted to use those pieces to show you that it's really, really easy to do this multiple times. So you can take it apart, you can put it back together using a different pencil. Right, it's really, really flexible. But what you'll need today, and all of this except for one thing, are going to be in your free STEAM kit if you pick it up at the library. You'll need a pipe cleaner. You'll need 2 clothespins. Now, if you want to use more and add extra weight, that's up to you, but you'll get 2, and they are the same size, which will make it a lot easier later. You'll also need a pencil. Now, it is up to you if you want your pencil to be unsharpened or sharpened. We're starting with an unsharpened pencil, which you can definitely make the challenge harder by sharpening your pencil after you've got it made. You'll also get a popsicle stick in your STEAM kit. The only thing that won't come in your STEAM kit is a piece of tape. So I have a piece of Scotch tape already on my popsicle stick. We're going to use this to attach your popsicle stick to the edge of a table or a desk or a cabinet or something to be basically like a diving board for your pencil. All right, so I'm going to set this to the side. So we'll put our popsicle stick to the side and let's get started making our magic pencils. So first I'm going to start with my pencil and my pipe cleaner. So I'll put my clothespins to the side. All right, all I'm going to do is find about the middle of my pipe cleaner. Now, if yours isn't exactly in the middle, that's okay, because we're going to find balance using our clothespins. What I want to do is, just to make it the easiest that I can, I'm going to try to go as close to the middle as possible. Then I'm going to wrap my pipe cleaner around my pencil. So you can see it goes the whole way around, but it also moves really easily. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit tighter. And then I'm going to pinch those pipe cleaner ends together in the middle and twist my pencil. Now, it still can move a little, but it's a lot tighter on there. You might notice that my pipe cleaner ends are not exactly even anymore. Remember, I said that's okay if it's not exactly even. So We are already almost totally done with our building. The last step is going to be to get those clothespins back out, and we're just going to attach them to the pipe cleaner. Now, in your clothespins, they have these open kind of grooves, they have dips in them that are really great for holding clothes on a clothesline, but it's not so great for keeping it on the pipe cleaner. So I would just recommend make sure that you use one of the parts of the clothespin that's pinched shut. That way, it's not going to move. All right, and now we have our pencil, our pipe cleaner, our 2 clothespins, and now it's time to start trying to balance. Okay, so now it's time to try to balance our pencil, our magic pencil, using our little diving board. So remember I said we took our popsicle stick and added a little piece of tape. We're going to take that end and tape it down to a tabletop, to a cabinet, a bookshelf surface, whatever it is, it's fine. You just need to have space underneath. You can also, if you don't want to use your popsicle stick, or if you don't have tape, you can use your popsicle stick holding it in your hand, or for a super challenge, you can even try to balance your magic pencil on your finger. I will warn you, that is really hard. So that's a really good challenge if you are confident in your balancing skills. But what we're going to do is, I've got my diving board ready, it's going off the edge, and now it's time to test my magic pencil. So I have our built structure. Remember, pencil, pipe cleaners, 2 clothespins on either side. Let's see what happens when I stand it on there to begin with. Oh, all right, so it fell over pretty fast, but that's okay because this is a really cool kind of exploration in the scientific process where I'm going to analyze my results. So that means I'm going to see how it fell, and then I'm going to adjust my magic pencil structure based on how it fell. So I can see that it fell this way. That means that this side is a little bit heavier than this side. Now what I could do is I could add more weight to the other side, but I don't want to make it really complicated. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to adjust my lever. So whenever you're using a lever, remember we said it's like if you have a stick and maybe you want to lift a big rock. You put the end of the stick under the rock, and then the side that sticks up, that's where you push. Well, the longer that stick is, the more you're going to be able to push and get force. The shorter the stick is, the more you're going to have to work really hard, because the shorter the lever is, the less force it can kind of crank to lift things. We're going to use the same principle here. So if this side, the side that the pencil fell to, is a little too heavy, I'm going to take this clothespin, pinch it open, and move it up the pipe cleaner a little bit. What that does is it makes this lever arm slightly shorter, which means the weight doesn't feel quite as heavy. Let's see what happens next. I'm going to put my pencil on. Oh, and you may also need to adjust like forward or back your arms. Let's see if I put it on there. Oh, it's still falling this way a little bit, so I'm going to adjust it a little shorter and see. Oh, now it's falling forward, so maybe I need to pop my pipe cleaner arms back a little bit. All right, and just like that, after a few adjustments, my pipe cleaner or my magic pencil is ready to stand up. Now, remember, this is the biggest thing, and this is really, honestly, the hardest part of this whole project. Building was super simple. Balancing is much harder. The key to this is going to be to get your clothespin positioning correct. Now, to do that, you can start with both of them at the very bottom so that they're even. And then remember, see which direction it falls. So it's slightly this way, that means I need to move this up a little bit. So this one is a little bit shorter, meaning a little bit lighter. If it fell the other way, so if it fell down this way, what would that mean? That would mean that this side was a little too heavy and I would move that clothespin up. Because the shorter your lever, the lighter it feels, or the less force it pushes on the fulcrum. So we'll put that one down at the end. We'll move this one up just a little bit because it did fall toward me last time. So, all right, it's falling this way now, so maybe I need to move this one up just a little bit. And this is one that if your pipe cleaners are if they really move a lot and they're really antsy, you can also ask someone for help holding your pencil steady while you adjust your clothespins. You can also take it and lay the whole thing down and adjust it and then come back. All right, and it's still going a little bit that way, so I'm going to adjust it just a little bit more. All right, and there's my pencil. So we hope that you have good luck getting your pencil fulcrum lever seesaw, your magic pencil balanced. In your kit, you'll actually have 2 pencils. So after you're done with this, you can feel free to take it apart and use your pencils for school. Happy start of school, everyone. And you can also try different things. So you can use a different pencil. You could try a mechanical pencil. You could try anything really that's long and thin and pointed, or flat on the bottom. Remember, you can also try to level this up, try sharpening that pencil, and then putting your pipe cleaner back on and see how much more difficult it is to balance then. But that's once you feel pretty confident with your clothespin positioning. All right, so thanks for joining us for our STEAM Crafternoon. Remember, we are posting videos and putting new kits out for free at the library that you can stop by and take, or you can ask a staff member to grab the number that you need during our curbside pickup hours on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Tuesday of each month. So bye everyone, and have a great day. Good building!